This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
Subscribe now.
The Big and Lazy.
This is the Big and Lazy Podcast. Give us something good to eat. Give us something good to watch.
Drinking champagne, episode 100.
How do you feel about this? Before it's fresh on my mind. Let me make a toast, man. One shit, man. This is a good guy, man. I appreciate you coming into my no sentimental shit, but you a good professional guy, man. 100 episodes. You been with me. We been with each other every stick of the way. We might have butted heads, but we never fell out of no doofy ass shit like that, and I appreciate it, my boy.
Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate your dedication. Hell, making my dream come true of being like, the GOAT in this shit.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it without you. You know what I'm saying? And hey, for what it's worth, shout the fuck out to Lazy too. Cause I mean he might not be here now, creative differences or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was here in the beginning of this. He helped get this shit started. He's still part of this too. So, shout out to him too.
He was every bit a part of a good 50, 60, maybe even say in the episode. So I'm not going to minimize his contributions. Shout out to Lazy. What do you think about these goofy ass bitches, man? Taking girls trips to Disneyland. Ain't that the most dumbass shit ever, bro? Like,
I ain't seen that. They doing that now?
that's the thing. I guess that's the thing now. They go to Disneyland, and I guess Disneyland got different countries per se. And they all take shots and shit in like different countries or whatnot. Like, it is the corny. I'm like, just imagine if a group of males went to fucking.
Oh, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Oh, they sassy."
Right. We might be labeled pedophiles. Just imagine, like, yeah, me and the fellas, man, we going down to Disneyland and have some drinks. Nigga, what? You bitch ass? I don't know. That's just the weirdest shit ever to me. Where they cut, like, social media, these trends get out of fucking hand sometimes. Like,
how do you feel, man? 100 in, like, a lot of people don't make it to this point. A lot of people don't make it till 10. You know what I mean? So,
I don't know, like,
100 is crazy.
Let me read that stat. I'm gonna read the stat. But the way I feel, man, is just, I don't know, bro, like, wonderful, man. Like, I just feel, I'm gonna read this stat. 90% of podcasts don't get past episode 3. 1, 2, 3. 90% of these niggas is done. Of that remaining 10%, only 10% of those make it to episode 20. These are real facts. You can look them up. Reaching episode 21 puts you in the top 1%. In the top 1% of the creators, of podcast creators. Additionally, 4 million podcasts exist worldwide, but only about 17% are considered active. So with that being said, if we didn't drop 100 straight weeks, a little less than 100 because we doubled up sometimes. It's amazing, man. Hard work. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I don't want to do it, but, it's summertime and it's feeling good. And, I love the Dirt Bowl. But we record, that's business first, you know what I mean? So we got to go record. So,
Oh yeah, I be in here in the studio with my kids. They be down the hall playing around while I'm recording and stuff. So this is a job for us, and we're really trying to take it to somewhere. And we love and appreciate every subscriber and listener for helping us get to this point. You know what I mean? And hopefully we get to 200. Y'all gonna see it for another 2 years, and we're gonna be here at 200.
300, 400, 2,000. And what Joe Budden has dropped, but 800 was like something.
800, man. 10 years of podcasting, man.
That's amazing, right there, man.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Joe Budden fan, but you only can admire the hard work and dedication. You know what I mean?
A lot of people don't, because they see a lot of how the media paints him, and he is brash. He is an asshole, but that's how I like him, because he's who he is. Like, despite of who he is, it's like I can always separate the person from what they did. If you did some fucked up shit, but if you're a great artist or whatever and you got talent, then that's what it is. Like, I don't give a fuck. I still give a fuck about the shit that you did. Don't get me wrong, but it weighs a lot less. You know what I'm saying? It's like 10 years of podcast and 800 episodes. It's only a few people up there, like, to that point, like him, Joe Rogan. Like, there's not many out there. You know what I mean? And he get millions of downloads a week. Shout out to Joe, man. He's my inspiration for everything that I do, all these cameras and everything that you see, this setup that we got going here that got us to 100.
Have you seen the episode? Him and Joe Rogan was talking to Tom Green, and he had like the epiphany moment. Like, he was just, I ain't gonna say it's the first podcast episode ever, but he would just like Tom Green had a podcast. Like he said, like, and Joe Rogan like, what is this, man? We gotta find like this is dope. Like it ain't like TV, it ain't like radio. It's this whole, you know what I mean? Like, and it was like a blue, a light bulb moment for Joe Rogan. So that was amazing. It was like a forecasting. Little did he know, like, I didn't know he was a comedian. I didn't know he was a comedian.
Yeah. He was stand-up comedian for a little bit. He does the whole commentator thing on UFC. He really knows his shit too, as far as fighting. He did a little bit of training and all of that. So Joe Rogan's that guy. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Joe Rogan. He's one of them whites that he can come to the cookout. You know what I mean? Hey, for real. I fuck with Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And podcasting, it been around a lot longer than Joe Rogan.
Really?
Yeah, podcasting been around since probably, I want to say the early 2000s. Maybe I'm wrong. Could have been longer than that, but it's just now getting popping. You know what I mean?
I think that was like the early 2000s. The Tom Green. It was a Tom Green podcast. Yeah. This is like, but the first, I'm gonna ask you, when's the first time you heard the word podcast or podcasting? Like,
yeah, it had to be the early 2000s. It had to be when I was younger. That was when, dial up type shit. You know what I mean? Before they had DSPs where you could go and just listen to a podcast, you had to actually get on the internet and download the podcast and listen to it type shit. So
it was. I remember Mrs. Evans, and shout out to Miss Evans, telemedia. I wish I took that class more seriously because this is like 2004, 2005. We was editing videos. I didn't know how important that shit is going to be. I wish if anything I could do in school, I got a lot of regrets in life. I ain't gonna say regrets, but a lot of shit I wish I could do differently. But as far as school, if one thing I could go back and do differently and like actually challenge myself is telemedia. Now we was doing, I was running the news shit, like the news, like not me personally, but not me by myself, but I was like, we was doing news, we was editing videos, we was shooting movies, like we was shooting movies, editing. I mean, one time, shout out to DeMarcus, he had a camera, you didn't have no smartphones. You had a camcorder. So he had like the little camcorder. He was going around shooting hood boxing. Like he had some boxing gloves and we was in there. She was cool. So we was editing that and like, putting little special effects and, little transition shots, and, putting music into it. Like if I would took it more serious, like that's the wave now. Content creating, editing videos. Like that's a viable business, bro.
Because of social media, it made it to where you have to have the content to go with everything, or it's like it documents it. It's almost like it didn't happen if it didn't happen on social media, if it didn't happen on video. You know what I mean? So hey, and I just want to say shout out to every content creator. If you every artist, every person that's doing music, anybody that's doing anything creative and pursuing that shit and really going hard at it, shout out to you. Because hey, we are you. You feel me? We all one. So
I'm gonna ask you this: I know you're an advocate, OnlyFans buyer. So how do you feel about shit? Every week, man, it's something. Oh man, she's $6.99, man. I can see all I got, man. She don't love you, man. She just love you $6.99, but that's neither here nor there. I don't judge. So how do you feel about, speaking of, like, I just showed you the stump numbers on podcasting. It's the same way with OnlyFans. Only the big dogs is getting real money. Y'all done got asshole naked and your uncle done saved your pussy for $25. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't serious though. Like, where's life after OnlyFans? Like, it's all right to sell some pussy because it's a little discreet in that. You ain't gotta, but OnlyFans is literally anybody with $8.99 in a fucking card can see you doing, you know what I mean? Like, that's just wild to me. Like,
real
she talked to me like,
we've been trying to get one of them OnlyFans girls on the pod for a long time. We've been trying. Like,
yeah.
I would love to talk to y'all and just know what y'all be thinking and know if it's like any real money in that. Like, is you getting naked for no reason, or like are you able to just buy a box of cereal, or like you're paying real bills with it? Like, what's up? I want to know.
Serious business. Like, this girl, she had a real OnlyFans. Like, she was doing, like, she was a certified. It wasn't no bullshit, just posting shit you might see on Instagram. It was real deal. Ain't no girl, boy. It was everything you might see on the porn site. And she was saying it ain't even worth it for the extra. She was making like an extra $400 or $500 a month. It's not even right. That's a part-time job.
Yeah, that's good money, but is it good enough money to be naked?
Nah, not naked on the internet. She said that. She's like, that's one of her biggest regrets of doing that. Like, and she
love extra $400 or $500 a month, but like,
right,
man.
Well, at what cost though? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like what cost?
Yeah, I can't do it. And then I'll be there and embarrass myself. The fan be on or something.
And
I have a bad night, shrivel up. You know what I mean? And Hey, anybody looking to start a podcast, get at me. I am very well experienced. Like he said, I'm very well professional, and I'm not somebody that you need. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not for everybody. And I am charging for what I do, but like, hey, I'm the one that's taking the pictures behind the scenes, managing the pod. I came up with the whole setup. And I couldn't do it without my wonderful talent. Shout out to Brandon, Big, B Fines. Shout out to Melanie Cox. Shout out to your Deanna Wright. I gotta be over. Yeah, I am because they had 70, we had 100. So I've recorded over 170 podcast episodes. So I'm very well experienced. Get at me, man.
Yeah, man, he's a dope. It's rarely do you see. It's rarely do you see professional, young. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna marginalize one race, but you know what I'm talking about. Professional, on time, affordable. Man, he's a good guy, man. And it was kind of hesitant because the person that turned me on to him, I'm like, yeah. And then the name he gave me, I ain't gonna say his name. I'm like, man, he be doing podcasts. I'm like, shout out to my cousin. I love him. I'm like, yeah, right. You know that cousin always lying. I'm like, yeah. He said, yeah, man. I don't want. Can I say your name, man? The name he gave me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gutter, man. I'm like, Gutter be doing podcasts. I'm like, oh, sure, he do, don't he? Like, okay.
I'm gonna tell the story behind that. So, yeah. Fresh Off Entertainment, y'all might or might not know that's some old shit. But me, Cino Fred, your cousin Gerard, you have a little label back in the day. I did a little bit of rapping. Y'all would never find them tracks, and I'm glad about it. But
how long you used to rap?
Yeah, I used to rap, man, just a little bit. I was on my Diddy shit, no Diddy. I was,
Birdman.
Yeah, Birdman. Let's pick a different nigga.
Yeah,
I was on my Birdman shit, rubbing my hands together. I used to take them niggas to the studio, help them promote. Basically, the same thing I'm doing behind the scenes for the podcast now.
Yeah.
I always been that type of guy that's like, I'm not good in front of the camera, but I'm. I get shit organized and get shit going behind the scene. But it was called Fresh Off Entertainment. And, that was my rap name, B Gutter. So that's why them niggas call me that. Them niggas still call me that shit to this day.
It be like that.
So it's just a nickname that stuck. So
man,
B Gutter, B Haywood. That's a whole lot of motherfuckers know me. I used to shoot music videos. Like I done did it all. Like I love this content creation shit with everything in me, bro. So it's like I've been doing this shit for over 10 years, and I really love this shit. So
did you see it? Content creating and podcasting and media being what it is now.
Yeah, I've seen it going in this direction.
I did not see it, bro.
I didn't know it was going to be so valuable to where it was like almost every single thing in the world has to be documented on video. I didn't know it was going to be that strong, but I knew it was going to get to the point where like you got to have a video, like where content creation was going to be like as big as it was, almost as big as it is now, So I knew it was going in this direction.
Man, it's amazing. What's next for the Confirmed Network, and what's next for us, the Big and Lazy Pie? Where you see us in 5 years?
Anybody that is serious as us, like I said, we do this shit every week. We haven't missed a week. 100, Like if anybody that's serious as us and trying to join the network, hey, I'm down to have you come sit in on a session, check it out, see what's going on, and see if this is for you. Because we doing this to go somewhere, to make something out of ourselves of it. And again, we can't do it without y'all. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe. If you're listening on the audio, keep on listening and make sure you hit that follow button so you get the notifications right when the episodes come out.
And like he said, man, we appreciate 100 followers. That is amazing. That's 100 episodes. We reached 4,000 something on IG. We love every single one. I might not comment. I try to get every comment and like and subscribe, every DM, but it gets hectic sometimes because, I manage my own social media. I manage the podcast social media. I work. I ain't got no kids, but some of these niggas is my sons. I'm not just fucking with you. But I appreciate everything, man. Like, so all the love and support. Every like, comment. We got merch coming. So like you said, subscribe, download, everything. Big and Lazy. You're going to see Big and Lazy everything, man. We love y'all. Here's to 100 more. 100 more episodes, man.
Done ran out. I can't even make it toast. But man, before we get out of here, one more quick thing. We gave him a shout out at the beginning. Lazy never, I'm very ass. I don't think we never told the story. We never told the story on video what happened.
Did we? I thought we did. But
I don't think we did.
All right. You want to hear the story?
Give them the story. I know the story. I was there. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings. And this is all of me taking an estimated guess. because of the same fact. I haven't talked to Lazy since late July, early August. He just quit showing up to the pod. He never said nothing about, hey man, he never said nothing to me about quitting. He said something to him about taking a break from the pod. But to this day, and this is going on March, this is March 6th, on 6 months later, he never said, man, fuck you, never kiss my ass or nothing, I'm done or nothing. And I think I was owed that a little bit. But I'ma say this. It was a certain rapper that made a post. I didn't go out of my way. Niggas started sending me shit. The post he made on Instagram. This is a certain rapper. I'm not going to say his name. Well, I can say his name. EST. EST wanted to make a rap. He made a post. Literally made a post. I'm a podcaster. He literally made a post. This is what I'm in this shit for. What we was in this shit for. I'm coming to home. I'm coming to Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm trying to turn up a local podcast. I'm trying to, tap in, tag, woo-doo-woo. Gots to get, it could be life-changing, bro. This concert is once in a lifetime. The city of Louisville probably never seen no shit like it again. That many artists on the one roof. So as a podcaster trying to make it in podcasting, I got to reach out to him. I got to at least try to get him on here. And Lazy, let's just say, I don't know to the extent of it, and I can't tell him how to feel. He was affiliated with some people that EST might have had a beef with. So I'm like, hey, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that street shit. I have nothing, and me and this platform has nothing to do with that street shit. I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you how to that's you, but I got to at least try to get him on here. He's making a post. Niggas is sending me 4-5 DMs, even motherfuckers I didn't think watched the podcast. Hey, man, he's trying to get me whoop. So I immediately went. I was at work. I was in my work uniform. I'm on my way home from work. I said, yeah, man, we got to, I made a post like, hey, man, it's neither here or there. But I'm like, come on, make a tag. If you know, I don't know if you know EST's baby mama, his barber, if you know the nigga that cut his grass, just tag him, help us get us on the podcast. But long story short, I think, that was what it is. I think he felt betrayed that I tried to get EST on the podcast. But like I said, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm not in no street beef. Never been in no street. I ain't got nothing to do with street or whatever they got going on or whatever. That's their business. I'm just trying to get the biggest, if I'm not one of the biggest artists in the city of Louisville on our platform. And that was it. And no lie, he quit. He quit coming to the podcast. He unfriended me on social media. And he starts throwing subs at me. Like I'm not loyal, I'm dishonest on Facebook and social media. So that was that's it right there. That's the nut. Whatever he might have said, that's what happened.
Let me put on my interview hat real quick, right?
All right.
Take over.
And hold on. And if y'all think I'm lying, if y'all care to fact check, this nigga right here was in the middle of, he ain't got no affiliation to, we both met this nigga at the same time. He might have met him a couple minutes before, but.
I was just about to get on it. Like, it hurt me because you know how the network got started. I found y'all and I was like, damn, they pretty good at this. I think this shit could be something. So it hurt me just as much because I'm like, damn, I kind of took y'all up underneath my wing and it's just like, damn. And he put me in the middle of it because he texted me and he quit. He didn't ever say nothing to you to let you know what was going on.
To this day.
We still don't even know if it's over what you just explained or if it was over the other rat shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that. But like, if you could... I know you're a troll online and you be doing what you do, right? But I know you at the same time, you was just as hurt at the same time. Because y'all was real friends for real.
Yeah. I've been knowing Tajay shit for, we met, I say about 2000 at Wagner, about last year at Wagner, so like 2008, 2009. So that's about 14, 15 years. At the end of the day, we wasn't just podcast niggas, we was friends. So, and he was my barber at one point in time.
If it's one thing you can say to him right now, what would you say to him? 100.
Episode 100. One thing I can say to him, I ain't no bad blood though, bro. Like, I would just wish you'd have been man enough to call me like, damn, bro, like, you was fucked up for that. But I don't think I was. But just give me an explanation. Like, hey, fuck you, fat ass. I don't want to do the podcast no more. Click up. That'll work. Like, I just give me a reason like that'll, but I don't care about it now though, because shit is over and done. But I wish you could have gave me, I think I was owed a better explanation or something, but that's either here or there though. But I think that rat shit, that was just icing on the cake. That didn't even make no sense.
That was after that. That was Right.
Yeah, it was out there. I think once that I picked side, I think that was I think he was just looking for a way to get out, and that was that. But I don't know, like, I'm not in no street beef. We the media at the end of the day. We gonna have plenty of motherfuckers on here that, damn, how many times have we had people on here, man, I don't fuck with him. Me and him almost had a fight. I ain't gonna say the person's name. Me and him almost had a fight. And guns almost got drawn like, oh shit, for real? Sit your ass on this couch. And, you know what I mean? We ain't got nothing to do. We ain't gonna talk about it on this platform. Like, we ain't got nothing to do with that shit. But at the end of the day, sometimes it does get messy because these are human beings. So we try to reel it in and keep it controlled. But sometimes it gets messy. Like you see it 100 episodes. 2 or 3 of them motherfuckers. At 100 apples, 2, 3, 4 of them motherfuckers gonna be bad. Like, damn, let me toss these bad apples off. You know what I mean? Bad energy. So out of 100, that's a 97%. Say out of 10, 100, 10 episodes is messy. If not even 10, but that's an A plus. 90%.
Another thing, it's crazy. I've been here, flying on the wall. I've been here all 100. When we supposed to get out of here, but I'm gonna ask you this anyway. How did you feel about the whole Razor situation? Because I know you was sick after happened to him right after.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. Razor. We interviewed Razor Sunday night and Tuesday morning he met his demise. That was kind of sad right there because he seemed like a good guy, but like at the end of the day, I ain't really got nothing to do. The streets is the streets, but I ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah, R.I.P. Razor, man. He's a good guy. He seemed like shout out to my cousin Bobo. He plugged me with him. And yeah, it was tragic right there, man. Like, I woke up Tuesday morning, I'm like, Razor, and niggas just texting me, he's dead, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm thinking like, what the fuck happened? I instantly called Chin One, shout out to Chin One, because while bro was out there waiting for his Uber, or was this before? Man, he was out there just talking. He FaceTimed Chin. Chin was like, man, where you at, big bro? Razor was like, where you at, big bro? You supposed to come over, you supposed to pull up with me, because we had Chin One. He was the very first, one of the very first people, like, first 10 episodes on and in. He said, man, I'm at this day party, man. I'm going to slide. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I had reached out to Chin, and he told me what happened. He confirmed it. So, man, R.I.P., man. We got to stop this senseless violence, man. We got to, he got kids and stuff, man. I know, what comes with, but, man, we got to stop this senseless violence. I don't think it ever could stop, but, it might fall on deaf ears, but, we could just stop this violence, man. And I want to die. See all my brothers and shit die of old age and rocking chairs and shit, not gunned down in the prime of their life. And we was actually planning a trip. I don't know if it became anything because he's a Green Bay fan too, and Green Bay had played in Nashville, and we was talking a little shit.
Y'all said it on the pod.
Yeah. You could check that out. We was gonna plan a little trip and get away from Louisville, a little day trip or nothing. So shout out to Razor, man. And his music is alright too, because he's from New Orleans. He got the New Orleans. You can hear he got his music is alright. Like I didn't really become a fan until like post, this sounds cliche to post, but yeah, he got some good music, man. Shout out to Razor, man. But I'm gonna ask you though, what was your favorite episode?
Man, I knew you was gonna ask that, and I was over here thinking about it too. The Crack Doja episode, bro, because he's just
that was crazy, man.
He's kind of just like me in a way. Like it's like that. And matter of fact, that was the first. That was like the first heavy hitter that we had on the show. And that's way back. Y'all gotta go way back to see that. That's like episode 12 or shit. 12. But like that
because we had Marathon Dom, we had Tigger Valley G.
Were they after or before him?
I think they was all before. His birthday was in October. I don't know. He was one of the first. That was dope, man. Shout out to
y'all go back and look. Y'all go back and watch them episodes and run it up. But yeah, man, the Crack Doja episode, because I grew up in the studio, managing Fresh off, Sino Fresh and now. Like I grew up in the studio watching him shoot the videos, edit the video, edit the audio, all of that. That's why, that's why I am who I am. You know what I mean? I looked up to dude. So, Crack Doja was definitely my favorite episode by far.
Yeah, it was dope. My favorite episode. I don't know. We didn't have some beautiful ladies on here. I'll tell you what.
Shout out to all the beautiful ladies that we had on
here. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the beautiful entrepreneurs and
shout out to Tony, one of our biggest supporters.
She is, man. She's about to make her. She might be the first guest to make a third. She might be the third because she's coming soon.
Yeah, this will be the first time that somebody came back 3 times. So
yep, she came back. She had her own episode. That was dope. Go check it out. Then she came Tamara Camp. She came on promoting her beauty line, coloring book, and beauty products. She had self-care products. She came home, and Tony was co-hosting that, and she's going to co-host another episode with me here soon. So, yeah.
That was back when our first episode was back when we still had the table.
Man, y'all remember the table with
the couch?
But we should have brought the shiny shit back for the 100th episode, bro.
The shiny tablecloth.
Yeah, the shiny tablecloth.
Leave it in the comments, man. Was you here since the shiny tablecloth? If you made it to this point, let me know if you was here since the shiny tablecloth, man.
So, well, y'all already talked about our plan. So, I'm gonna ask you this, nigga. Give us something good to eat and give us something good to watch.
Oh shit, the big lazy question. I never been asked this. Damn. Something good to watch. I like a lot of shows. I still haven't finished Snowfall. Snowfall comes up a lot on this podcast. I didn't finish the last season of Snowfall. What am I watching right now? And it's good. The Lincoln Lawyer. I was a real fan of the movie with Matthew McConaughey. They got the Netflix series, The Lincoln Lawyer. Yes.
Oh, okay. Is Matthew McConaughey in it?
Nah. So it's a different dude, but it's based around the same shit though. Mm-hmm. His name is Mickey Holler and everything on there. So and good eat. Man, I love me some Muscle and Burger Bar, man. If you ain't never been there, so
it's Steak and Burger. I got an interesting story to tell you.
It's around there though. It's around there though. They got one downtown, and they got one in J-Town off of Tellsville Road. Okay, I want to try Steak and Bourbon though, man. I hear so much about it.
Yeah, I heard good things about it too, man.
Yeah, because hey, we might have to take a network trip down there. You know, we done made it to a hundo.
Get the ladies going. You know, we ain't gonna split the bill out. We ain't gonna split it 4 ways out. I'm order real light.
Nah, man, I'm gonna pay for the ladies, man. I'm gonna pay for the ladies because you know that's what we supposed to do. You know, so I'm gonna pay for the ladies. I'll probably pay for everybody. You know, big network shit. Confirmed. I'm gonna drop right there.
There we go.
Yes, sir. But I can't say this enough, man. We really love and appreciate y'all, and this is like it's my dream come true, man. I made it to 100 episodes. I made it to 100 of something. Let me just start there. I made it to 100 of something. Like I made it to a high number or something without quitting and without stopping. So you did that's big to me.
So we started in June 23. June 24 to be 12 months. So we coming on almost 2 years.
2 years apart.
I was just thinking, as an adult, I ain't held a full-time job for longer than this. I was thinking, I ain't know. You talking about being consistent. Full-time, I done had, I remember thinking, I worked at Enterprise for a couple years. That was part-time. And I worked at this janitorial service for a couple years. But as in I don't think I ever had a job. I don't think I ever made it. I know I ain't made it 2 years, but 18 months, 16 months might be the cutoff, bro.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up, bro. I ain't never. The longest job I had as an adult was, I want to say, the longest job I had as an adult was this mattress company called not Rack Acceptance, Sleep Outfitters. I started August of 15, and the company went, okay, so I was almost, I didn't make it 2 years. They laid me off June. They laid me off, baby, like, so I made it almost 2 years. So, so the company, I started June 15th, right? I started August 2015. I made it to September of 2015. That's full-time. Then I went to part-time after that. So that last 6 months, so I only been a year part-time. So I don't think I ever had a job longer than, this is crazy, man. So I ain't never been as consistent in anything in life, man. It's crazy, man.
Consistency is key. We did it. Hey, I told you when we started, we was gonna make it to 100, man.
Yeah, real talk, man. He said, man, I see something in y'all, man, and you know, I appreciate that, man. Like, and we're just keeping each other motivated. That's all it is, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, like I said, I hope we can keep on going and get to 10 years like Joe and them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Shout out to anybody doing they shit. Shout out to all the musicians in Kentucky in the region, you know, the Midwest region, if you want to call us the Midwest region. You know, like, share, comment, subscribe. Help us grow, man. Help us blow up. Help us put this city on the map and really give it a platform where people can show up and grow up and blow up. You know what I mean? So,
and I'm gonna say this. This is the number one. Oh, touch the blow. Number one platform in the state of Kentucky that promotes positivity. That's not based on negativity. I'm talking about news, Louisville hood news, Louisville what the fuck. Now I'm talking Wave 3. I'm talking I want all the smoke, because Wave 3. I'm not signalizing him. Wave 3, Fox News, all of them niggas do the same thing.
You got to keep people in the know, but it's a difference between highlighting the bullshit and you know, being a part of it and perpetuating it, and you know what I'm saying, and just knowing about it. You know what I mean? And it's like everybody looking for shock value. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to highlight that bullshit. And you would never, ever, ever, mark my motherfucking words, you would never, ever see no bullshit on this network. We Them Girls, Big and Lazy, or any shows that we may have in the future.
I'm not going to say it's not going to be on there, but we're not going to promote it and try to capitalize off of it. Like, just imagine how big we would be. Just a regular news channel, somebody get their head blown off. We run to the scene. Let's go live. Somebody got killed. We promoting ratchet fights and shit like that. Like it's one dude, no lie. So when that C-Tez shit happened, C-Tez had made a post, and one of them online messy blogs posted it. So a nigga's in the comment talking shit, so I'm gonna get my troll on. I'm like, damn, fam. I said he had some Frenchies. I'm like, man, shout out. You had nice dogs, man. Follow us on the followers, to get the real story. I don't see myself following no messy platform. Motherfucker, you following right now? You ain't following no podcast that's messy, but you under the comments of a fucking, that's all they promote. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but if I was like, nah, we not, and I appreciate the support. So don't come in my inbox. I'm gonna say this. Don't come in my inbox. You should have so-and-so on the podcast. Oh, yeah? What she do? Oh, she was fighting yesterday. And, you know what I mean? And, like, oh, she could tell her side of the story. I'm like, I appreciate the support, but, we don't stand for that goofy shit. We can take so many shortcuts, but we don't, man.
Yeah. No shortcuts. Hey, we grinded this.
Real talk.
Like we didn't buy no likes, no views, and nothing like that on the way. Like we put content out every single week. All the engagement, everything that you see from us is real. When you see, and what they call the hood trophy when they sign the board, like getting a Grammy. That's what a lot of people done told us coming on this podcast. It's not. I'm just quoting it. I'm not saying it. Just saying it. It's like that. When you see those videos and all the other clips that we put out, that's all us. Really working and putting out them clips and recording every week. Like we do this for real, and y'all can't sit with us.
You can't. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it's on wax too. Yeah. So I fumbled a bag on Valentine's Day, but she know who she is. I'm gonna make it up to you. I know shit's kind of.
This nigga's weaponizing this platform.
I'm weaponizing my platform
to get his lady back.
Yeah, it ain't my lady, but she's gonna be my lady. But yeah.
Oh shit! You said it on camera.
Yeah, I'm saying it on camera.
It's just exclusive. If I was on the other side of the camera, I'd drop a drop right now.
Yeah, this is a drop right now. So I know I fucked up, so I'm coming back harder. Yeah, so yeah, that's that.
Hey, when this clip go out, hey, tag, whoever, tag your special person and let them know how you feel about them. Hey, man, we up out of here though, man. We gotta celebrate, man. Episode 100.
100.
Hey, I'm taking your shit. This your job, man. Do the outro, man.
Episode 100. You can follow us on everything. Everything. $5. What's $5 a month? What can you get for $5 a month? I know what you can get. You can get exclusive content to one of the biggest platforms in the region. Unedited videos. Unreleased video. You ain't gotta wait you ain't gotta hit my inbox 2 or 3 weeks. When this come out, $5 a month, it go right to your email. Soon as it hit, less than, I say, 24 hours to 48 hours, boom, you get an email. We just share this with you. You ain't gotta, when this drop, big brother. So we appreciate that. We love y'all. Be Fines is on Instagram. Big and Lazy Pod on Instagram. That's the main way to communication. We love the support, and we out.
B.Haywood 8 Confirmed Podcast on social media. You know what I mean? Confirmed Podcast Network. Shout out to We Them Girls, man. We love all y'all.
This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network. Confirmed.